Well, when it comes to the federal government's new limitations on school lunches, it's safe to say one size does not fit all. In fact, one student's protest went viral.
Now I know that this is not all that you got. I just thought maybe we could find a way not to start today.
We Are Hungry surely did go viral, and one congresswoman is now fighting back on behalf of the kids' plight. She's the Republican representative from South Dakota, Congresswoman Kristi Noem. Welcome.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me.
Now, South Dakota was actually one of the highest in terms of the rankings of childhood obesity. I know that there have been some solutions that have been put forward. What are the current regulations that are so bad and have all the kids up in arms about it?
You know, the kids really are upset about this, and the problem is that when these laws went into place, and it was voted on before I got to Congress, that the first people who complained about it were the kids. We all want our kids to eat healthier, but the limitations capped their calories, it capped their proteins, their grains, made it very difficult for our kids to get full. And I've got some of the poorest kids in the country as well. And many times this is the only meal they're getting a day, and they're leaving school hungry. And that's just so tragic for the people who are responsible for feeding these kids at the local level.
Sure. You know, we actually have some of those just to take a look at here. The grains had to be whole grains as it stands right now. All the milk has to be low fat. And there's a caloric requirement, and it's set by age. So to your point, some kids just need more. Seems like a one-size-fits-all plan. You suggest that instead of having it so overly regulated and stamped, that there be some flexibility, correct? What will the bill propose?
Absolutely. I don't think that every child in this country is the same. The kids in South Dakota are different than the kids in New York City, and the athletes require a little bit different than younger kids do as well. I'm a mom, and I've got kids that are in athletics and busy, and so I just don't think that Washington, D.C. bureaucrats should make those decisions. I think that the people that are closest to our kids, that feed them every day, that take that responsibility very seriously, are the ones who should get to make these decisions, and that's what my bill does. Gives them flexibility. You know, and so many of our schools are struggling with the costs of these new laws and regulations, and I want to give them a little bit of a chance to make some adjustments so that their budgets aren't so out of whack as well.
Is it that the food isn't enough, or the kids aren't choosing to eat the food that's put in front of them?
Yeah, I think it's both. I think it's both. When you look at the fact that we're only allowing kids to have 2 ounces of meat at a meal, you know, that's just not enough. 2 ounces of grains is not enough. The calorie requirements could work for some kids if we allowed them the flexibility to put stuff on their plate every day that gave them energy, that kept them going throughout the day. Some kids might require more. And that's why I think it's just crazy that we allow Washington, D.C. to make these decisions, and we don't allow the people that are standing there with those kids every day and really know what kind of needs that they have. You know, this is typical Washington, D.C. bureaucracy, and that's why we have to fix it, and that's why I brought this bill. I didn't just hear from kids. I heard from parents. I heard from administrators, school nutritionists, people that recognize that this just doesn't work. We want our kids to be healthy. We just want them to be full as well.
Sure, moms alike sure feel the same way. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us today, and good luck with the bill proposal.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Have a great day.
Take care.